Storm here again, this time with Jordan. He's just calling in because tech problems. Fun. But the show must go on. I think everyone can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, there we go. Just watching my things tick by and tick up and down. Alright, so let me get that off to the side. Let me make sure that we are official on YouTube. There we go. YouTube. Right as I'm checking the playback on YouTube, I hear myself go yoo-hoo. Anyway,
I
though.
see. That's Jordan calling in.
Yeah. That's what I was doing. I forgot to connect the phone so people can look at us. Where the heck did I put that now? Oh, that's right. Duh. Alright. There we go. Got the code on there. The lady boss swung by. Just wanted to bug us a little bit, I guess. Alright. Okay. How have you been, Jordan? How's the Pokemon been going for you? It's been a while since I've had you on.
You know, play them where you can.
Yeah, pandemic's about 60% of the way there. Still need a lot more people to be vaccinated, but we're getting there, so hopefully everyone's just...
where we live.
Yeah. As long as the strains don't overpower everyone else, so we'll see. I don't know what I'm talking about there. So since we're on the topic of, well, no. Okay, so we basically had a month off trying to compose ourselves, just get things back to normal. My schedule's been all over the place, so I haven't had the time to produce and get everything set aside. Going forward, we're just going to try and record the podcast whenever we can. We're going to live stream it first. That way, at least the VOD is available online for everyone. That way, if should stuff hit the fan, we can just let everyone listen to the VOD. We'll maybe upload it raw to the podcatchers and everything. That way, no one has to wait for it. Should things get a little messy. And we'll try and get something recorded every week. We will get everything recorded every week. At the moment, during the summer, it's still pretty crazy for us, so retail life. Let's see. So, we're basically just going to be doing Pokemon Go stuff this week. There are a few other things we want to talk about, but we'll see if we actually can get to it. Let's see. Also, if everyone has the time, follow the Augmented Naturally Twitch channel. That way you can see whenever we go live. Going forward, we're going to actually do accountability sessions. So basically, I'm going to be working out on stream, either playing Ring Fit, fitness boxing, or just some other thing. Hey, Jayden. Thanks for reading the rules, much appreciated. Welcome to the Augmented ones, Augmented Naturally. Trying to get back into the flow of things, recording the podcast right now. But I can always just edit out the random chats. Um, so yeah, drop a follow whenever. If everyone listening on the podcast drops a follow, that way we can get some extra bonuses for everyone, and you can join in with the accountability sessions. Just jump in, join us during the workout. Maybe we'll do group sessions. Maybe I'll teach you all something eventually. A lot of different things. The other reason for the accountability sessions will be just celebrating when everyone can take the time, put a little more work into themselves, not just leveling up their in-game avatar, but leveling up their in-life avatar. That stuff. Thank you. Let's see. So this week for the news, I'm just going to go right from Go Field Guide and just read it all from there. This week we have Ultra League. It's running from June 14th to June 28th. Make sure you guys jump in. Make sure you folks jump in and do some extra things in GBL. The newest Pokemon to catch in Pokemon Go is only available through GBL right now, after rank 5 being Mean Foo. They're also doing... Okay. We'll go into all the PvP stuff later. Now I'm interested to see if the community items are scheduled... The safety items for the global community players is scheduled to end at the end of the month. I'm not sure whether it's actually going to end or not, or if it's going to just... They've already said that GBL, you won't ever have to walk again for that.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. So, Jaden, you prefer GBL even though you stopped playing Pokemon Go as much? See, GBL, it really depends on your... Yeah.
Well, you have the GBLers, and then you have the grinders.
See, GBL is basically free Stardust. You don't have to invest Stardust into some of the Pokemon for GBL, but there's a lot of bonus Stardust from everything. Hey, Pokemon, glad you made it. There might be a few people that try and quit from the global bonuses not being extended, but I think some of them will stay. That, or hopefully they increase different things. Thanks, DJ Brad, for the host. Maybe you brought Pokemon with you, I don't know. But either way, good to have you all here. So GBL, it's nice for some people because it's basically, you get in, you do a couple battles, you get that Stardust, you get maybe a bonus, and it really helped out in the pandemic because after you were rank 20 or so, you had chances at legendary Pokemon, and those legendary Pokemon, some of them had the chance of being shiny, so it comes in handy for that. Well, thanks for stopping by. The VOD will still be available on Twitch or on YouTube, or you could just find us on any of your podcatchers. The podcast version of this should be up in a couple days or so. But the nice part about GBL is the same reason why Sylph League is good. So a lot of people prefer Silph League over GBL because you have to face off against the same type of meta, or they see the Pokemon that you're going in with. Meanwhile, with GBL, it's sometimes all random, or there's a little bit of a meta going on with it.
And there's an algorithm.
Yeah, there's an algorithm to an extent, but it can only do so much because if it's weighing too many variables, it's going to slow down everything. A lot of the situations come down to it's mainly just RNG, and if people are getting tilted, or if they know that, okay, they already know that your Raichu has Brick Break, so it's going to shield after the third one, and that type of stuff. But that's what you experience when you hit the higher ranks. Yeah. Well, you see, that's the thing with the Silph League. They have an honor system going on where, okay, you're not going to sim your opponent's Pokemon before the battle and all that, but most people already know certain matchups that, okay, you should always be bringing in these certain Pokemon, so they don't need to sim it. They don't need to simulate the battle and figure out exactly how it all goes. And I remember I would usually do the Silph League, and I would have a little bit too much spice going on in there. So those spicy picks, after I've already showed my hand that my Raichu actually had Skull Bash, they already knew that. I got that one win out of it, and then I had no other tricks up my sleeve, so that Raichu was null and void for a while, for each match. Or in some situations, they already knew the cheese that people were going in with, so it was an easy counter. So GBL has its benefits. And it's a really good thing that they did away with the walking requirement for GBL, because it allows for Pokemon Go to have more of a safer audience base, because people can now live stream GBL from home and they don't have to worry about walking around a park or playing during a certain time frame, because a lot of people were just all over the place, and maybe you'll walk around a park and do GBL battles, which is why the map is still active while you're in a GBL battle, which is kind of the reason why I think that a lot of people experience a lot of lag in GBL. So it's been my experience that most of the time, if I'm playing GBL for a lot of matches straight, my phone tends to overheat a little bit. It starts feeling a little warm, slowing down a bit, and I feel like that's partly due to the player still being live in the area, and they're interacting with the map, and maybe they're getting GPS drift, and then they're drifting into different things. And I think it's taxing on the phone in addition to the servers for Pokemon Go. And I'm not sure if Niantic is addressing that, or if they've even heard our points of view with that. Hopefully they did. Maybe one day. But yeah, GBL seems here to stay, especially without the walking requirement. And they're doing a lot more aesthetic things going on with it as well. So every season has a different... What's the name? Yeah, there's been a lot of people saying that they've experienced a bit of a slowdown when it comes to the latest update for Pokemon Go. And that's probably because it's introducing a bit more code to the game, so it's just slowing it all down, and maybe it's trying to factor in your more accurate GPS. That, I don't know. it's interesting. I've looked up the exact layout of the cell phone towers for my cell phone provider. And every time I look it up, anytime that my phone drifts, it goes in one of those directions. Because the GPS that the phones use isn't actually a global positioning satellite. It's a triangulation of the cell phone towers. So it'll get the signals from one tower there, one tower the other spot, and then it meets in the middle, and it's like, okay, you're this far away from this tower, this far away from this tower. This is your GPS location. Meanwhile, it's not actually a satellite.
Well, some people get enough work.
It's... I live on the bottom half of New Jersey, so it's a blessing and a curse, some of the cell phone towers. Because when I would do Ingress, I would try and find those way off random Pokestops or portals to get something in there, hang out there, and then figure out how long I can stay there or where I can link that to. But because they're so far off into that field of range, it's a difficult signal to make. And I was using it to figure out which cell phone provider I wanted to go with for a time, or whether I should stay with a certain one. And it's a good thing I did, because it kept me away from Sprint at the time, despite them having the main Pokemon Go bonus. So, the 30th, or maybe next week or so, we'll figure out whether the bonuses are going to be going away, staying, being extended, or just being modified slightly.
Imagine that.
I can definitely see that the gifts, more gifts from Pokestops, and open up to 30 gifts a day, that one can definitely stay. Because now that we have 400 plus friends, 400 friends across Niantic games, we need more gifts to send out. We need more ways to interact with other players. Maybe a longer range for trades.
Yeah.
I was thinking they should do... They definitely need to keep the remote battle with good friends. That needs to stay permanently. Because that one is a really good one, and a good way that you can actually get those interactions with players that you can communicate with, but you don't exactly play with directly. Because all the other things, you can do gifts, you can do trades, you can do battles. That's for all the local players, but in means of the remote battling, you can do that with anyone that you can just drop a line with. The 2 times incense effectiveness, that's going to go away.
We need 3 times.
No, we need a rework for incense. Because I can tell you right now that a good 80% of people that are activating an incense are just forgetting about it, and it's just running in the background. Meanwhile, they're just scrolling through TikTok.
Yep.
The 3 times Stardust for daily Pokemon catch bonus, and the 3 times XP for daily catch bonus. I don't think a lot of people actually even notice it, so I don't know if that's actually going to stay or go. We'll see. Considering that you need 156... Yep. That's why I like playing on the Android phone, because I can still watch YouTube and other things, just the picture-in-picture, while still doing Pokemon Go stuff. Meanwhile, the other stuff, I just gotta switch back and forth. And with the incense stuff happening every 5 seconds, or every minute or so, with the increase, that's just how it's gonna go. I've lost many an incense. Or, quote-unquote, used.
Mm-hmm.
So the June research breakthrough, I'm sure everyone knows, it's Clam Pearl. You're also getting 2x for the research bonus, and you get a remote raid pass from that as
Which is
well.
why I refuse to claim my research.
You get a free remote raid pass, though.
I don't want Clan Pearl.
You get a free remote raid pass.
I worked hard for this research.
You get a free remote raid pass.
Clan
Whatever.
Pearl.
See, no one does it for the Clam Pearl. They're going for the Pearl and the Clam, which is the remote raid pass. Don't be selfish, just join a remote raid. We're in the season of discovery, which started with the colossal kickoff for Regice, Registeel, and Regirock. And it will be ending with Regigigas for June 17th, tomorrow. Which, I mentioned it on Twitter and everything, but they seem to be season of discovery. E3, Nintendo E3 had basically nothing there.
Nothing.
Well, nothing for Pokemon, that is. There's other games, Breath of the Wild, and all the other stuff. And from there, yeah, the ice one's a little difficult to get. Well, the Ice Regigigas. I got lucky. Back when the Regigigas research happened, I was out for hours doing that whole thing, raiding with my local group and everything, and I ended up getting one of each of the shinies on that day. So I got lucky with that, but yeah, that one's one that's eluded people because a lot of people just focus on Registeel or others. But what else was it? Oh, right. So Regigigas, yeah. Yeah, one of the few times I get lucky in the game. Other times it was just me out there raiding on my own, just doing what I can. They introduced the Season of Discovery during June, the time for E3 and all the other games coming out. And I believe that Pokemon Unite is on its way. They just announced today that there's going to be a special... They had an announcement today about an announcement tomorrow for Pokemon Unite.
About an announcement.
And it's basically the League of Legends of Pokemon Go. Or the Dota, Defense of the Ancients. It's basically a team fighting Pokemon game. And with that game, there's a lot of microtransactions. With those microtransactions, it comes Pokemon and costumes. Some of the ones that they've been showing off right off back. Let me bring it up. Let's go right to their website. Okay, so it's a 5v5 battle. And basically, you do fight other people, but you gotta be strategic with it. Because if they defeat you, they get the XP and you don't. So the more time that you spend off of the map, the more of the advantage that the other team has. So typically you'll just fight the monsters or the Pokemon that are in the wild, and when something gets defeated, it gets captured by the trainer that is just floating around a random pavilion. I don't think we're allowed to show the gameplay, but I think it's out there. Really? Okay. This doesn't give me the stuff I need. That's why I need to prep stuff. Sorry, folks. I am very excited for it because I was playing I played Heroes of the Storm, League of Legends, just a bunch of different things. And it's going to be available for Switch, mobile. I'm not sure if it's going to be available on PC. I don't think it will be. But it's definitely going to be on mobile because Tencent is behind a bunch of other games on mobile. And I'm drawing blank, sorry. Let's see. Let me see if I can find more. Yeah, so let's see. So yeah, that's the players fighting against the enemy opponents. That was the Gengar probably jumped out of the brush. The nice part about these types of games is they're very strategic. So players will be hiding in the brush or waiting for a player to make an overextension. They'll go past a certain point that they won't be able to retreat from. So if you think about it, in a game like this, you have your basic speed. There's not always a way to get away from other players besides using a big cooldown or a big item. Like you see, the Pikachu has the Thunderbolt, Electro Web, and Thunder. So the Electro Web is probably a slow of a sort to slow down the opponents so it can get away because it doesn't have things like quick attack, and if it did, it would only be a short cooldown, in which case another opponent would be able to just outspeed or find them another way. Let's see, where's a good one? Yeah, there's a lot going on with the game. Once we get more information, we can go more in depth, but yeah, it seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. They announced it last year, June 24th, during 2020 Fun. Oh, wait, so roster. So these were obviously leaked because they're not official.
Mm-hmm.
Where did they go? Oh, there we go. That's the good one. So this is some of the other things. These are the other things that League of Legends and those other companies tend to thrive on, that they put the characters that you love into different situations. Because this is a type of nexus, a pulling together of characters that doesn't need to be canonical or apply to the current facets of what that character would be doing. It can put these Pokemon into ridiculous outfits. Mm-hmm. Like, yes, Garchomp wouldn't actually be in a pool because it's ground and dragon type. But for the summer, they're going to put it into the summer apparel. Greninja looks to be almost like a Power Ranger almost. Got Mr. Mime, probably the parade leader. Weirdness, yeah. Talonflame. Is that Talonflame? I think it's Talonflame. Talonflame with a Paperboy outfit. Lucario with the... I think that's from one of the movies, where he's a musketeer of sorts. But either way. So, I think that was what was going on with the whole season of Discovery. It was leading into Pokemon Unite. Pokemon Unite just like Regigigas is supposed to be all three of the Titan Pokemon merged together, united. Forgot I had my charger here for my phone, so 1 second. Okay. So yeah, my guess is that Pokemon Unite is probably going to come out either in full beta next week, or it's going to come out, I don't know, this week. This week on the 17th, Season of Discovery was leading into it. And besides GoFest coming up on the 16th, 17th, there's kind of not too much more event-wise coming up. There's a Solstice event, the Bidoof Breakout on the 25th, which is the other thing going on, which we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, the Solstice event starts soon. Regigigas, its shiny form, is going to be out during this time as well. Northern Hemisphere. Northern Hemisphere, Wild Yanma, Chimchar, Summerform Deerling, and possibly a shiny Yanma. Lunatone, Solrock, their shinies are available as well, and they're going to be mixed merging between the different regions. And they're increasing Snorlax spawns in the wild. How about that?
I'll believe it when I see it.
I did see a Snorlax last, and I saw it on the nearby, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna make a different turn. Go over here, man. I'll see if I can catch it. It wasn't shiny. We're good. Okay. What else? They're gonna do shiny Snorlax supposedly exist. Yeah. I haven't seen it myself. I've seen pictures of it, and the Kanto Tour unlocked all of the Kanto shiny Pokemon out there, so that's a possibility. And during this event too, your buddy will be bringing you more gifts, or more items at that. So make sure you're opening those little gifts they send you. In addition to, you'll be able to earn the walking distance required to earn hearts with your buddy will be halved. So the walking distance will be 0.5 per heart instead of 1 kilometer per heart.
Now, what if you use a Poffin?
No, it's it's still the same thing.
It doesn't turn up to 0.25?
It'll be 1 kilometer per walk, or per heart. Pardon the dusty, messy desk. Hi, Evie. Although I probably could have just turned this off here. As much as I loved it, I needed to switch out of the Niantic AR because it was just way too much to keep up with, that I even missed taking a snapshot of my buddy, or taking a snapshot of a Pokemon every day for 7 days. I had that research going on for like at least 20 days because I kept messing it up, because I would forget to snap a picture because I needed to make sure I was in just the right angle to get the Pokemon to spawn in front of me or something.
Well, that's like the catch Pokemon for 30 days.
Yeah. Well, That one's not as bad. It's the spin Pokemon for spin a Pokestop for 30 days. That one gets tricky.
Well, I did that one. It took
Oh,
30 days, but
you
yeah.
so that means so it's not a big bonus for walking distance hearts, but it's still pretty good because probably walking distance will be the biggest pain for most people that are trying to train up a buddy.
Hmm.
But yeah, so that's the Solstice event. And then after the Solstice event, we get the Bidoof Breakout. I had a feeling. Oh, right, the Snorlax mug. Yeah, let me
That's
find
like
my camera.
huge. Where'd you get that from?
I got it from GameStop, actually. I think they might sell it on the Pokemon website. But just keep in mind, it's like 56 ounces. So you can fit basically almost a whole pot of coffee in there if you're careful.
Well, there you go.
So I basically fill it with water and just drink as much as I can. Got to stay hydrated. And I had a feeling that with when they said your two teeth will be excited, they were alluding to this at the beginning of the month, saying that something was happening on the 25th, that your two teeth. No, I was not like Cowboy Hat Caterpie going into every Niantic post and asking nicely. No, I
Yeah.
wasn't asking for this. Everyone, Niantic is very in tune with their player base, with a lot of the memes going on, with
Who
everything.
asked for this?
Huh?
Who asked for this?
No one did directly. It's just Niantic is very in touch with a lot of things going on. They take a lot of hints from the communities, and I think the players just did it to themselves when they were memeing Bidoof so much because they have all these different memes and everything. And in a way, with the Bidoof coming out in this way, it does two things. One, it lets Niantic still have an event for the crazy players. You get that crazy Pokemon that it's not going to break the meta with certain things, but it's going to be very unique and interesting for players to say that they have. Saying that, oh, I have an Ice Beam Bidoof, come 1v1 me.
They'll get one shot.
Yeah, that's the joke of it. But by them doing a event like this that is not exactly a throwaway, but it allows for players to walk away from the game if they want to. Within reason, basically. So this is basically the same thing that happens every time that one of the Switch games has something going on. They do a semi-hardcore event just to get the interest up, and then when that game actually comes out, they ease off of the content in game. That way players don't feel guilty about not playing Pokemon Go. They can come back to it when the newest crazy event comes out. Trolling is one way. I mean, I think all the memes on about Bidoof in general just troll everyone in general. Bidoof in general trolls everyone, especially in the main series games that a lot of people use the what's the name? The level 1 Bidoof and the Endeavor strategy, where basically they have a low health, low level Pokemon that gets one shot by everything, and then the overpowered Pokemon that the other player shows up with basically it can't do anything because the Bidoof just hangs in there the entire time. Meanwhile, it just throws toxic or whatever onto the other Pokemon, and then it slowly dies as the other Pokemon can't do anything. But I digress. So they do this off-the-wall thing, still keeps people interested, gives them something that's not going to be too crazy, and then the players end up going to play that new game, they overplay it, they get their full fix on it, they get their full fix of that game. All Bidoof for raids. See, now that is really possible if you have a bunch of 100% maxed out lucky Bidoofs with this event. You would have a type for everything. Because you'll be able to get Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, and Ice Beam. And if you evolve a Bidoof during the event, you get a Bibarel that knows Hyper Beam. Which I think that would be a meta move for just general PvP. But all the other ones, especially Shadow Bidoof being released with this as well. So, yeah. And the other thing going on for anyone that is not going to be playing Pokemon Unite, they'll still have the chance to just do the double or triple catch XP and then the 4 times catch XP during this event. That way players can level up. Because anyone that is still hardcore enough to be playing Pokemon Go the 12 to 16 hours a day that some people will tend to do, their main focus is going to be XP.
The Mystic 7.
Shh. Yeah. Sheesh. Then again, that guy is insane, so more power to him. His whole life is invested in the game, so it's just what he's got to do. Okay. And they did announce the July Community Day, but they only announced the date. We'll learn the exact Pokemon and the specific Pokemon that it'll actually be.
Well, I'm gonna need a Noibat, so...
That didn't come until next year, man.
I'll take a Pancham.
That's a possibility. No, not for a community day, at least not yet.
Well, they're going on the trend of rare Pokemon who people have wanted community days for. Swablu.
Well, they delay the Pokemon as much as they can from the newer generations. So, if anything, Gibble was the last one.
So they'll do something else.
That was Gen 4? Let me see, yeah.
They'll do I'll take a...
Yeah, so now that they've spaced it out...
Togepi.
Togepi doesn't spawn in the wild.
Well, it should.
Oh, yeah, they did Snivy already, so... Yeah, the third will probably be... you know what? No, it's going to be Tapig. 4th of July. 3rd of July, 4th of July. Tapig is going to be the next community day.
What made you say that?
I mean, Emboar and Tapig. I mean, they're basically fireworks, fire Pokemon. The start of summer,
gonna need you to switch that.
You're not ready to pig out on them yet?
Nope.
In the event that they don't keep to their usual... They had the pandemic to space things out. When it comes to the summer Pokemon, that is the main thoroughfare for any AR games in addition to Pokemon Go, that they're going to make sure that those Pokemon that were starters, or at least a important Pokemon to a lot of players, happens during the summer.
Well, then give me Cyndaquil.
They already had that.
Do it again. We had Eevee like 3 times.
Yeah. But Eevee had its own game, so
True.
that's a guaranteed, and I'm sure it'll be back again.
Especially with Sylveon.
Mm-hmm.
Or give me a Pidgey.
Pidgey, yeah. They had that all... No, did they?
Pidgeot's banned from GBLs now.
No, it's back in now. Yeah, I think they fixed the bugs with it.
Did they?
With the last update. So yeah, I think they updated the support tickets. Tepig is a blue shiny? Oh man, really? Let's see this. Okay, the Embor is the blue one. Oh wait, that's not what I'm looking for. What? Tepig shiny. Yeah. That's pretty awesome. There we go, yeah. That's good enough. Yeah, so it's trying to go after the Charizard version almost. With the black and blue flames. Very on point. It's really nice because with fire, the hotter it gets, extra hot flames are blue. Not sure what else I'm going there. Yep, exactly. And in July, there will be another Go Battle Night. July 11th.
The first one was rough.
I had to work, so maybe I'll be off. No, I won't.
When is it?
July 11th. 6 p.m. to 12. Yep. Okay.
Oh, I'll be off. It's a Sunday. Yes.
You enjoy? Certain things I feel the need to request off for, but at the moment, GBL isn't exactly there, because I gotta save my request for certain days. Especially since they...
It's not like you only get 7.5 weeks to take.
Yeah. I almost got scientific there, but I can't really recall the math fact on it. I feel like it's a heat type thing, but it's a blessing and a curse, and why I like doing podcasts, because it comes and goes, and I can just regurgitate anything I need to, and it lets me interact with chat and have a little fun. That's why we've always tried to get these live, but I just got to get a more reliable schedule. I just got to start the process for starting our own gym, so.
Just change your availability.
Okay. still want to make what money I can so I can support all this stuff on the side. And yeah, I keep giving myself a plan B. I just gotta burn the boats. We'll see. I get a puppy I gotta make sure I take care of, so. But anyway. Sorry, I'm distracted by catching Pokemon now. So, oh, right. So, Niantic also announced that the Safari zones will be rescheduled and more will be announced. So, St. Louis, we technically still have a ticket for it, unless they make us buy them again.
Wait, what?
St. Louis. Yeah. The Safari zones from last year that were canceled due to the pandemic are being rescheduled. They haven't announced exactly when, though.
Oh, so I'm going to Philly.
Oh, yeah, me too. There were actually some people talking about doing the Community Day in July. Or, yeah, the Community Day in July and meeting up in New York City at
That'll be something.
Bryant Park, something like that.
Pawns everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Plus, it's just a nice way to interact with other people. And it'll be the first Saturday of the month, too, so I could actually do Ingress stuff, too, while I'm up there. So we'll see how that actually goes. So yeah, the St. Louis one, Philly, and Liverpool, I think it was.
Yeah, let's fly to Europe.
I ain't got that kind of money. I got a house, a puppy, and the missus has decided we're getting another puppy. So, I'm gonna have a second puppy.
Uh-oh. Another one that I'm gonna have to get used to.
Mm-hmm. And eventually saving up for wedding and all the other stuff, and it's a load of stuff. Anyway, not as interesting as Pokemon and such. So, we're probably going to be in New York City next week. Or, not next week. In July. Meet up with a few folks. Maybe do a collab or something. We'll see. I'm debating on whether I want to hang out at a friend's house the night before. And then go in the morning.
In New York City?
Yeah. That or Saturday morning shouldn't be too bad to catch a train. It's the weekdays that are going to be a real pain. But we'll see. And, oh yeah, so the other thing going on would be GoFest. Yeah. I think we are Pokemon. Yeah, I guess not. Come on. Okay. The code is on the screen. I'll give you a minute to type that in. And then I'll just show the QR code in a sec if you want to do that instead. I still got plenty of space because I'm not too crazy with just getting as many friends as possible on there. Save some space for podcast peeps. And there's the QR code if you want that easier. Cool, cool. Hey, I gotta get out of it, get back in. What? Who the heck updated that picture? That's terrible. Oh, boy. I mean, yeah, you got the whole image there, but, whatever. Okay.
Wow, level 50.
Yep.
Flexing.
I think there's a website, Trainer Gear. You can actually get the level 50 jacket made up for you. Okay, so we'll just keep going with the Pokemon Go stuff for a little bit and then we'll end for the night. So we're going to call this section the Augmented One-on-Ones. So instead of just Augmented One, yeah, anyway. So recruits and reminders. As to know, certain Pokemon can't be transferred automatically.
But they can't.
So they can, but they can't. So easiest way you can see what can be transferred. If you can see it on the screen, it's a little iffy to see. So if you notice, 6 Pokemon are enabled for tagging, 4 Pokemon are enabled for transferring. Those Pokemon will be able to be transferred just automatically. Those 4 Pokemon up by the top. Yeah, we forgot about Shadow Ho-Oh.
Shadow Ho.
Yeah, good call, thank you. Okay, so rewind a little bit.
Talonflame's mother.
Yeah, so Shadow Ho-Oh. This kind of mixes with the other stuff, but... Okay, so if you missed out on your Shadow Zapdos, the Redemption Shadow Zapdos that happened at the beginning of this month, it'll be gone by the time you listen to this podcast, so sorry. Now will be Shadow Ho-Oh. Shadow Ho-Oh will be Giovanni's Pokemon. Keep in mind that any Rocket research, including the one from GoFest last year, will reward you with the current Shadow legendary Pokemon that they have. So, if you have multiple Shadow researches available, then you can get multiples of that Pokemon. That's not what I'm looking for. No, okay. I thought I still had it on this. So Shadow Ho-Oh, I can't remember what level it is.
Aren't they usually level 15? This one's probably lower though. It looks like great.
No, I think... let me see. Does Go Field Guide have it?
14.5. I don't know.
Ho-Oh, the only Pokemon with a hyphen in its name.
How would you pronounce it without the hyphen?
So yeah, Ho-Oh through research would be 1655 for the max. Let me figure this out. What level are Shadow Pokemon? Google, don't let me down now.
I got some shadows.
They're level 8.
Level 8.
Yeah. Okay, so Shadow Ho-Oh. Encountering that from Giovanni before it's purified at level 8 will be the level for it. So 768 will be the lowest, 870 will be the highest. And keep in mind that with Shadow Ho-Oh, you can't trade Shadow Pokemon, so you gotta make sure you get out there and capture it.
Wait a minute.
So 870 will be the perfect Shadow Ho-Oh.
When I caught my Shadow Articuno, it was level 15.
Really?
Yep.
Are you... Okay, let's figure this
My
out.
Zapdos is level 15 too.
I don't doubt it. Let's just... Pokegenie?
Pokegenie.
My Shadow Moltres was level 13. That's weird.
My Suicune was 8.
Can the level vary?
My Suicune's 8. And then my Zapdos Articuno is 15.
Maybe the level of the Shadow Pokemon can vary.
Let me check Moltres.
Okay.
My Moltres is 15 too.
My Articuno was 8, my Zapdos was 13.
Interesting.
That is weird. Huh. Okay, so... I would like to give everyone a set CP range, but go fig.
Hopefully under 1500.
So yeah. In the event that you get a Shadow Ho-Oh, you want to hope that it's below level 13. Otherwise, the CP range gets a little iffy for... Oh, yeah. See, it's funny how I get that such a great Shadow Articuno, meanwhile I already powered one up a lot for for PvP. And that's Murphy's Pokédex for you. So, the second you sink a lot of dust into a Pokemon, Niantic's just gonna give you a Pokemon that is so much better that, oh, you should sink the dust into this one next time.
Yep.
I mean, like, yeah. I forgot to look at the IVs. 96, yeah. Yeah, that was a nice find. It was very ice to find there. So yeah, Shadow Ho-Oh. Best move is its newest one, Incinerate.
Yep.
Brave Bird has some crazy stuff going on there.
Earthquake, Solar Beam.
And Incinerate, it has a stab there. Earthquake is the elite charge TM move if you really want it. So if you want to be that crazy, then maybe Brave Bird Earthquake.
The Incinerates will do damage.
Because Earthquake will help you with any mirror matches for fire Pokemon. Or if they have a ground type Pokemon that's trying to get you down.
It'll beat Stumpus. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Plus Earthquake has a lower energy cost, so that's a possibility. Comes down to if you got the Elite Charge TM and you want to use it, or just go with it. That's your choice. And if you really want to be crazy, nah, just go with Incinerate. Back in the day, we would go crazy trying to have a good hidden power for Ho-Oh. Meanwhile, it was locked to the IVs of that Ho-Oh, or locked to that individual Ho-Oh, so you couldn't use any TMs to randomly get a different type of hidden power. If you got hidden power there, it's a hidden power. If you got a hidden power water, it's always going to be a hidden power water, no matter how many times you TM it.
Yep.
Yeah, so from there, yeah. Yeah, so that's where the earthquake comes in. You can counter the electric or the rock types that come against you, or you could just go with solar beam, and once you charge enough of it, beam either the rock or water types going up against you.
But you most likely want to leave shields with it.
Yeah.
If you're playing GBL, because that thing is like a glass cannon.
Mm-hmm. Well, Ho-Oh's pretty. It's up there, but it's got the big stat pool. So, with you going with a shadow type, got to keep in mind that it's going to be dealing more damage, but also taking more damage. So, yep. Thanks for the reminder, Pokemon. Blessing and the curse will just go on and off different topics. So back to the augmented one-on-ones.
Purple Incinerate.
So we're going over transferring. I have a different background. Where's Umbreon? Oh! Yeah, I changed a bunch of stuff in the office. So I have a bigger desk. So I have everything focused now. And I'm actually standing. I'm not just...
You're standing?
Yeah. You know, I'm a stand-up guy. Always with the jokes. Not sure. Yeah, so Umbreon is under the blanket right now. We're almost getting rid of the mattress. There's the chair that I may just protest and try and be like a Razor... No, not Razor. Respawn recruit thing. That's my Snorlax on top of the treasure chest. And then Game of Thrones banners, just for the fun of it. Okay. Something to spice things up. The irony of me getting all this Snorlax stuff is that I'm trying to get back into shape. So, round is a shape. That's where the Snorlax comes in handy, but I was thinking about inflating the Snorlax and just having it as the background, because it's the one from the Pokemon Center. And it's like 75 by 72, so I could basically just have it be the entire background of me and make it look like maybe we're doing hot tub streaming or something.
Huh.
What happened there? Odd. Anyway. Okay, so back to the augmented one-on-ones. So this is for the recruits and for the veterans. The reminder is for the veterans.
I was like, the what?
But just going to go over the full works for transferring Pokemon. So basically, as you know, you just hold down. You can select which ones you want to transfer. If you notice, transfer will be in parentheses how many will be transferred with this lot. You can also tag it, in which case, tag, you can give it a special tag, which I have set up already for transfer. It'll add it to that tag, automatically tag there, and then when you have...
Shiny.
Yep. And then when you have a big transfer event coming up, you can just go into the listing here, select them all again, select all real quick, and then transfer. 5 of the selected Pokemon can be transferred to the professor, and then the ones that are favorited or shiny will not transfer. Mythical Pokemon and legendary Pokemon will prompt a with trading. Let's see. I believe that tags will work when trading. Let's try it. Let's see.
So you like tag Pokemon that you want to trade,
Yeah.
and then you type in the thing in the trade bar.
Yep. That's what I'm checking. I think it does. Ah, biscuits. I didn't even hit them. You create it, and then you make it. So yeah, you can't get to the tab window from here, but you can bring up anything that has the name or the trade tag associated with it. So yes, it does help with trading. If you need to trade a certain Pokemon. So these are ones that I had named trade. And then the top 3 there are the ones that are in the tagging for trading. So just type the name of your tag group in the search bar, and then you'll be able to trade those Pokemon faster. Just for fun. I had a research I gotta do anyway, so. Yeah.
Shut up.
Okay. So yes, it does work for all of that. The easiest thing you can do really though is if it's a big transfer event, you just swipe over, go to there. It'll also help if you need to do any evolution type trading as well, because those tags will persist through evolution. Meanwhile, if you were to say evolve a Pokemon, so if I do Wormhole, evolve this Pokemon, if I don't have the other one here, if I don't have that spot clicked in, let me finish evolving this and then I'll finish. So like you see, if I don't have show evolutionary line enabled, that Silicune that the Wormhole just evolved to will actually hide from the search bar. So if I don't transfer right away after I evolve it, then it'll be lost in my inventory and I won't be able to find it. So show evolutionary line, you can do that. And then you can transfer, do whatever you need from there. But if you have it already set up as a tag, then those Pokemon that are already tagged with the evolution or trade or whatever you need from there will stay in that listing for evolution, and then you can just mass transfer everything from there. That way you can just quickly swipe through all the Pokemon you have there, evolve, evolve, evolve. Then you can just do a mass transfer. And there we go. And I even got an XL candy out of it. Cool.
Well, look at you go.
Oh, that's funny. So I evolved and transferred the Pokemon that was tagged. And it still says I still have that Pokemon.
You broke the system.
I did. Okay, 0 Pokemon there. That's interesting. I broke the game. Niantic, I'm coming for you. So I guess evolve? No? I don't know. That's weird. So, in addition to the tagging trick, something you can also keep in mind, the higher the level the Pokemon is, if you're level 40, the higher the level the Pokemon is, the more the higher the chance that you'll get XL candy out of the Pokemon. Oh. Not getting any. Your stream dropped. Interesting. That's weird. Okay, so YouTube is a little... Maybe I'm taxing my stuff too much, or my stuff is overheating. That's weird.
You just overheat.
YouTube. Yes, that's good there. That's good there. I probably gotta change some settings in YouTube or something. Okay. Maybe I'll just take the VOD from Twitch this time.
Twitch.tv/.
Cool. Yeah, Streamlabs gives me the info, but it's not saying that it experienced any issues with YouTube, so I don't know. Maybe it's because we've been going so long. But we're almost done, so thanks for the update, Pokemon. So, the higher the level your Pokemon are, the higher the chance of getting an XL candy out of that Pokemon.
So if you're going to power something up, it's better to level it up.
Yes. The Silph Road had some research on the whole phenomena, and the higher the Pokemon's level, the higher the chance at XL candy. So if you are seeing a lot of weather boosted Pokemon around you, catch them, because those Pokemon will have a higher chance at having the XL candy, because it's automatically going to be 5 levels higher than your standard Pokemon. So with this bit of info, make sure that you purify any Pokemon that you are going to transfer. Legendaries can be the exception for that, because legendary purification is about 20k. Meanwhile, the other shadow Pokemon will only cost you about 5,000 or so. And that 5,000 Stardust and 5 candy is a bit better than running the risk of just transferring a low-level shadow Pokemon when it could be a level 25 and have a higher chance at getting an XL candy out of it. Especially if it's one of the rarer Pokemon out there, like maybe a Snorlax or something. And in the event that you have a Switch, or you have any friends that have a Switch that are letting you transfer Pokemon to their game, feel free to enable that. Make sure that you go into your settings first. Enable that you're going to transfer to the Switch. Connect to it. It'll look for the Switch to be available. You connect and select it. Same thing with Pokemon Home. You just sign into your account, enable it, and you transfer those Pokemon to Pokemon Home or to the Nintendo Switch, the Let's Go games. It's going to be the same thing as transferring to the Professor, either in Let's Go or in Pokemon Go. It can award XL Candy. Or just regular candy, it doesn't really matter. But it's gonna net you the same thing transferring to one of those games than transferring just out of the regular game. But in the other games, it may give you a different reward, or you may have another bonus to collect. Especially for the Meltan box, the Mysterious Crate. Mysterious box, yeah. I can collect that from connecting to Pokemon Home or to one of the Let's Go games. And any mythical or legendary Pokemon automatically give you an XL Candy when transferred or caught now. So if you are leveling up, and say you're at level 46 like me, and you need to power up a Pokemon to level 50, with XL Candy, one of the fastest ways will be Melmetal, because you can capture a lot of them with that Meltan box, and because every capture will award you with at least one. It's been like a few of them actually. It's been like 3 to 6 whenever I use a Pineapple. But Meltan will be the fastest level 50 Pokemon you can get. And, see? You know it. You're level 50. You have more experience than us.
Interesting.
So yeah, Meltan is going to be one of the fastest ones for you. Other than that, I'm still trying to figure it out. I've basically just been focusing on ones that have had community days, because those ones have just... You have the plethora of those Pokemon out there. Otherwise, it's a slow go for most of us.
Talonflame.
Yep. Yeah, mine... I haven't actually powered up my Melmetal yet. Because I needed like another... I think I needed...
Not 50.
Oh no, I'm good, yeah. I have enough. 296 is the XL candies for it. So this will be my second one.
Gibble candy.
And now I have my Gibble, so...
But I don't have a good IV Gibble, so...
Yeah.
I ain't powering that enough.
Yeah, well... There'll be something. But I was trying to wait for, like, more lucky Pokemon. For me to get another lucky Pokemon of something that I have a lot of XL candy, that way I can cut the Stardust in half and save myself a little bit of a heartache.
I don't even have Stardust.
Huh?
I don't even have Stardust.
I only have Stardust because I haven't been doing that much PvP lately. But anyway, I think that's about it for this episode. Glad we could get back in here. I want to get as many people in here as I can. I think I have some other people that are interested in joining us. Definitely got to get DJ back in here. Jordan, got to keep you coming back, and maybe your camera will work next time. Thanks for joining us, Pokemon. Always good to have a friendly face. I got to get everything uploaded and edited, and probably do a little more professional stuff with the stream and everything. Oh, awesome. Cool. Oh. Yeah, yesterday was his birthday, so we swung by for a little bit, but we'll get back more regular or just more random, so looking forward to doing some of the accountability sessions, so that way you guys can hold me accountable for working out, I can hold each other accountable for working out. We can celebrate any things that happen in life, in gaming, fitness, or just Pokemon Go, that type of stuff. So those will be happening. That way I can get a little more practice at everything. Jordan's happy to have you here too. I don't know if he's watching chat or not. Let's see. Was there anything else? Yeah, I think that was mostly it. Yep, so thank you all for joining us for You Gotta Have Solstice, Augmented Naturally, episode... We don't count anymore, so... Make sure you like, subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Twitch, do whatever you need, or just join us in the podcast. And you can find us whatever way you stay social, on Twitter, Facebook, whatever guys you like. Remember, good balls, good calls, good luck, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Deuces.